Hello, guys. Welcome to Champions Talk. Today we have a full house. A full house for you. We have Madam Nelly here.
Hi.
Hello, Madam Nelly.
Good evening.
We have humble and gracious referee, one of the best, Mr. Adesanya.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, and we have light heavyweight, the serious right puncher, left puncher. You already know is Victor Bennett in the building.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, man. Nice to have you here. So today, we're just discussing the updates and what's really been going on in boxing, the new events and the presidential involvement. We got like crazy fights coming up, Crawford and Cole, Isaac. So, let's jump right into it. Mr. Adesanya, I know recently, I don't know, I think you had like an international referee and you had to go do, and speaking with you behind the scenes, you mentioned something about the competition or the event that's going on now with Ghana.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Enlighten us, man. Let's know what's going on with that.
In Ghana today, 13th of June 2025, we have WBC African title.
Wow.
Fight sanctioned by World Boxing Council between Tabiti and Dixon. Tabiti is from Nigeria, American descent. Understand? So he has dual nationalization. Whereas Dixon is from Ghana.
Is a full-blown Ghana blood.
Ghanaian.
See, does Tabiti live in Nigeria?
No, he lives in America.
So, okay, yeah.
So his
Is
nationality,
American Nigerian?
Yes, American Nigeria.
He's American Nigerian.
Yes. His nationality on BoxRec is America.
Yeah, he's American Nigerian.
Yeah. And he has had 21 wins, 2 losses,
Wow.
17 KOs.
17
knockouts.
KO. Yes. So he's only had like 2 normal fights. There's one that's just one.
Yes.
What weight is he in?
It's in a bridger weight. A bridger weight is between cruiserweight and heavyweight.
And heavyweight.
Yeah,
Okay.
the weight is in between.
Okay.
So it is WBC Africa bridger weight title.
Wow.
It's a big title.
That's crazy. So, like, who are the promoters of these events, and what makes this event kind of special against every other events that are going on recently?
Yes, it's one of the biggest fights of WBC in Africa this year. Yes. We have 2 promoters co-joint to promote the fight. We have Amakan from UK.
American, the boxer. Is he still boxing?
No, he's a promoter.
He's a promoter now.
Yes, and he's an ambassador.
American used to fight.
Yeah, no, not Tasif Khan. Ama. Yes, he's not a promoter and he's a WBC ambassador.
Wow.
Yes.
And who's the other guy?
And the other guy is the son of Ghanaian president. Presently.
Wow.
So the 2 of them, they co-joint to promote the fight. It's a very big fight.
It's basically a presidential fight.
Anthony Joshua is presently...
Apparently, from what he's saying, that's major.
He's a promoter. It's a boxing fan. It's a promoter.
Has he been a promoter for a while? Is that something new? Or?
Yes. For some time.
Wow.
It's not an old...
He's not been in the game too long.
Yes.
That's
He
crazy.
has a lot of passion for boxing.
And the money that for him to be involved, that means it's essentially a presidential affair.
He has a sports outfit.
Okay.
You understand? That is into promotions and all.
Like he's always been.
Yes.
It's not just boxing, or is it like just strictly boxing for now?
Sports.
It's sports in general.
Yes. But he has special passion for boxing.
Okay.
And Anthony Joshua is in Ghana now.
What?
For this fight, yes. He's there. He's in Ghana.
That's major.
Yes. It's a very big fight.
Who else is on the card other than the Tahiti? What is the Tahiti and the Ghanaian boxer, the bridgerweight? Is that like the main event of the night?
That's the main.
That's today.
That's today.
Do we have?
Then we have another WBO fight
between
2 Ghanaian boxers.
Okay.
Title fight.
Wow.
As a co-main fights and some other undercards. We have 10 bouts.
10 total.
Yes.
And majority of them from Ghana, obviously. 'Cause,
Yes.
Yeah, man, that's beautiful, man.
Hmm. So, Mr. Victor, I heard you had a fight recently.
Yeah.
So, how was it?
It was nice. First round knockout.
You sound like you're not sure.
Yeah, that
No,
look
no,
was
no.
like, bro, why you bring it up? Like, what happened? Hey, to be honest with you, where was this fight? I'm sorry, I think I missed it.
Yeah,
I
it
think I
was
missed the
my
fight.
home. It was in my hometown. It was in my
Where is that?
hometown. Anambra.
And,
Yeah, we did a homecoming fight. So after the Ghana fight, so me and my promoter we decided so let's just take something home. So we went and did my homecoming fight in Anambra State. So I fought an old veteran, but he's very smart. So but the bout ended in the round one by the grace of God.
You knocked him out.
Yeah, stoppage.
Man, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. This guy is crazy. 'Cause
How did
I thought he
you-
got knocked out.
how do you feel mentally and physically after the fight?
After the fight, I was even willing to go and see my friends. So the fight wasn't even the thing on my mind that day because what was on my mind was how my people are going to be okay because it's my first time
What do you
fighting.
mean it doesn't feel on your mind?
No, I've already.
Are you trying to tell us that the person you fought with was a weakling or what?
No. He had a lot of knockouts. I was surprised the way the fight went, but like, it's my first time coming home,
Oh,
so I was very happy to see my people. It has been like almost years since I've fought. Since in my mama show, I've never fought in
Any
my
pro
own
fight.
time.
how long have you been fighting?
Boxing or pro boxing, getting to almost a decade plus now. Yeah, 10 years plus.
So, have you had any belts so far?
Yeah. I once won an international African title like that by HBE, but
What
just
was
there.
that?
An international title
What title was that?
between the Senegal guy.
Nice. Ah, when was this fight though? Because I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know until you mentioned it. I know you did your research. Sorry, guys. Yeah, but
Yeah.
where was
Why
this
are you
fight?
acting like you don't want to?
Yeah,
talk
you made
about
it seem so
it?
like I thought you got knocked out.
No,
The way you said you don't bring that one up again.
I was very surprised. When you come to an interview, you'll be expecting some questions and you'll be like,
Okay.
so there's no more.
Yeah, that's nearly beautiful, man.
So, what do you think went well during the fight?
Hmm?
Did anything go wrong during the fight? Were you expecting anything? Did they meet up to your expectations? Tell us about everything.
No, the show went very well, even though it was a little bit delayed because of Nigeria and traffic and a lot of things. So, but everything went well. The fighters were taken care of, the ref were taken care of. It just went absolutely well. And my people were happy to see me come home and do it in their face. But we're just looking forward to the next event.
Where was your base? Where did you start from?
Where did I start from?
Mm.
From Anambra. Started from Onitsha. I was born in Onitsha and raised in Onitsha.
I'm trying to build it.
Yeah. So before I signed to Atlanta, Georgia, I'm gonna keep myself promotion. So we have been doing show outside Nigeria, but we just said let's just do the homecoming fight. So we can take something back and encourage people coming back from there because mostly the things we're doing is in outside Lagos, Ghana, or all these African countries, or UK or US. That's where our mind is. So we just said let's just take a U-turn and just do there to just show people that we can still do something like that here. To encourage. My promoter he likes to encourage other people coming up. So that other people will look like say, oh, this is possible. Let's just try.
Oh, you sound so positive compared to other boxers that have been here. You have not had any negative reports so far. Is it that your journey so far has been really smooth or what?
With my management, it's like a privilege for me to be there. But with the board and with the Nigerian boxing and everything, Nigerian boxing world of control, it's been a lot of headache. A lot of headache, ripping boxers off from here to there, and maltreating people under them, the big people on the board maltreating people under them and ripping them off and trying to control them or manipulate them and even manipulating promoters that are putting in their money. Before I turned pro, I was in camp for almost a year. I was in camp. So there was something I was reading because I read about boxing. under Boxing University Mundo, Puerto Rico. So he told me, so that we know some promoters are not quite, they don't mean quite well. Some mean well, but without them, there will be no fight. So as a board or something like that, you are frustrating a promoter who is bringing out money from his business. Boxing is not a guaranteed investment. So when someone brings out their money or when someone is putting in their sweat or their blood and sweat into it, you should appreciate them for even coming out there to make that event happen.
Man, those guys just want money most of the time.
But with your
Man.
word, boxing is not a guaranteed investment. What
No.
do you mean?
People can die. We just lost a boxer, success. He just died. So let's say whoever the promoter that is sponsoring him now has lost. So give it okay. Let's say the promoter, the body's frustrating him, and he just lost his box also. He just lost. Just
Mr. This one, yeah. With what Amy is just saying now about all this stuff, what do you think is the hardest part, or how do you think that Nigeria can improve all these promotions and make everything easier for everyone in general? Look what they're doing on in Ghana, and obviously him is lucky. He has a very good promotion according to him. The promotions is ahead Atlanta,
Atlanta, Georgia, and branch in UK.
They have a match in Nigeria as well.
Yeah,
So he's lucky, But what do you think like more people can do to make the stuff like much easier?
Yeah, what I see is that there are different levels of promotions. We have promoters and we have promoters. There are some locally based promoters that their output in a boxer is very minimal. You understand? So if a promoter is not well guided or fully guided financially to get the best out of the boxers, you see that those boxers will be a waste. What we notice is that in Nigeria now, we have very few promoters, good promoters, very few, about 3 or 4.
Major,
Yes,
strong ones.
yes. If you are talking about good promotion, and good promotion, you should be able to give the boxers good amount of money. One, to take care of their physical being, their medical being, and everything. The problem we have in Africa, especially in Nigeria, is that these boxers that you see, health-wise, they are not sound. Because they don't go for medical checkup in the hospital. Some of them don't even know their BP, blood pressure. If you ask them, what is your blood pressure? When did they check it? Do they even check blood pressure? It's only when there is a fight. You see them, they come for medical checkup. I have witnessed one. The BP was so high that they even wanted to package the boxer.
And still fights with the high BP.
Yes. And the doctor said,
It's too much.
Because you see boxers, because they are not buoyant financially. You understand? They want to take anything just for them to eat.
As he even mentioned earlier with this success that
yes.
He said apparently they were saying that he was gonna fight.
If you want to go and fight, if you want to fight, especially internationally, there is a form that comes from the promoter that's inviting you, understand, to come and fight. That medical report form, when it gets to you, all those things that you are required, all the tests you are required to do, all the medical, physical education you are supposed to, examination you are supposed to go through, you have to go to a designated standard hospital and laboratories and do them officially. Then it will be stamped. But what you see,
okay, you talked about promoters being responsible for their boxers' well-being and all. And you said, as a promoter, you need to be strong financially to be buoyant.
Yeah.
Now, these promoters, they can be individuals, right?
Yes.
No.
Corporate organization.
How did they get their revenue? How did they get their money?
Yes.
That's one thing we should look at. How do they get their money? That is so enough for them to finance a boxer who is not even sure.
An event,
yes,
even
to
promote the
sponsor an
event.
event, sponsor a boxer, because we sometimes talk about these promoters, they did this, they did that, but I'm asking, these people are taking risk. And now, are you trying to tell us that as a promoter, you ought to have a specific relationship with a standard clinic where all of your boxers go to get themselves
Can I
checked?
take up the
It's not
question?
really easy.
Can I take up the
Yeah,
question?
you can.
So where I'm going to come in a little bit is I think a promoter is not normally a promoter is not even meant to put much of his money into an event or boxing event or anything. When you see ADN or anything or Top Rank, you see on their floor Corona, ticket, all these foreign sponsors. So I feel like if the board here is well structured, and board is very socially associated with a lot of all these companies and all these things, is their job to direct the promoter. Oh, anybody can be a promoter, you understand, but it's all about having the wisdom and just having the backup. If the board can, like in BBFC UK, I'm sure they can tell you, oh, this is the sponsor that can help you. This is the sponsor that
They
can
have
help
the
you.
link because push you
Yes,
to the
they'll
right.
just push you to the. With those board backing you as a promoter, they can get you if they know this. They can get you. Oh, this company, this and this, because promoting is not easy. It's just like in Africa, it's just like charity because the government is not helping. It's not easy to come in and put you because I'm a boxer.
No,
I'm a boxer.
It's not like government's not helping. No.
Yeah.
Like, there was an event like it was not 2 weeks ago, and it was actually not too bad.
That's the amateur part.
Yeah,
and the amateur part won't bring in you see all the Saudis and what they are doing.
Yeah.
Nigeria can do that in times 20. But the amateur is just state and state. Professional boxing brings in a lot of, you see Canelo and all those things fighting in Saudi Arabia. And a lot of eyes are coming to Saudi now. A lot of eyes are coming to Rider season. Our government can do it here. It helps in promoting the place. Now everybody's
in Ghana now.
Yeah, they're doing it in Ghana, but
it's small.
We can do it in our own Nigeria here. We can still do it in Nigeria here if the board is well structured, because the promoters are suffering. No matter how much you have, you will still get tired because they will leave their business that is guaranteed and be putting money somewhere else. So I just feel like if the board is very structured and they can help the promoters, tutor them and help them, just write a letter to the company. Oh, this event is coming up. Oh, we would like you to. If they back up that kind of a thing, okay, this will see, this is a board, Nigerian board. It makes sense. But the promoter as me and as an individual, I can call it anything I want, even mushroom or anything. Say mushroom, this. Once they don't see Anthony Joshua there and all those things, they will be like, are we even sure we're going to get the publicity? We're going to put it, So I just feel like the board just needs to structure well on that area,
Link
the
promoters to the right
because with their letterheading and
sponsors.
With their letterheading and a lot of things, the sponsor will sit up and say like, oh, this might be big. But normally,
like you just even mentioned this Conella vibe.
Even the TV rights.
Yes,
you understand.
Why don't we have like TV rights? You do have TV rights in Nigeria? Because there's Go TV. There's Go TV in Nigeria, right?
Yes,
Go TV is a TV, right?
Yeah.
Is it different from?
Yes, because Go TV is conjoined with Flykite Production.
Okay.
You understand? So the main fund is from Go TV. And so that's why when he is talking about sponsors, yes, without sponsors, most of these promoters cannot survive.
Why can't other promoters just reach out to like DSTV and other TV channels?
No, a promoter is with them already.
Yeah, why can't other promoters go and reach out to other?
They like the lads.
DSTV or something like that.
The lads is with Star Times.
So these people have
So if those it depends. It depends on the image.
Like an actual,
it depends on the image.
You have some channels that all the show is football. There's no channel that just shows just boxing. They can. Is that also going to have to involve the board? Where you say to the board?
Do you think if that is being done, they will get their money?
No.
Yes, because everybody will know what's watching
general
boxing.
If that's being done, them themselves also is getting the content.
Yes, now all the time all the boxers can now become household names. Can open,
Yeah.
they can do events, can do tournaments. That
Yes.
this tournament that's going on now,
Yeah.
they can be putting on that channel. Oh, everybody knows this is a boxing channel that you can go and watch African boxing. That's
Like
that's
what is
major.
happening in Ghana now?
Yeah,
It's being transmitted live on the DAZN or the
that's
DAZ.
it.
Those-
Is that not paid?
Yes.
Pay-per-view?
Yeah. Do you see where the promoters they get their money?
Yes.
But this pay-per-view helps the promoters.
Yeah.
You understand? But if what all you rely on is that gate
Pay-per-view.
fees, gate tokens
Yeah,
that you
yeah,
get, if you invest like 10 million, you may not get more than 200,000. That is the problem. You
That's
understand? Then the issue of taking care of boxers is primarily the sole responsibility of the manager.
Who's funding the manager, the promoter?
No.
Who's funding him?
If you have a manager, somebody that is managing, whether a corporate body or an individual, you understand? Somebody that has taken the responsibility of your welfare.
Mm.
You understand? That's the manager.
But can the manager not also go and
Health-wise,
meet promoter this promoter going to fund us? I have a box I can bring to you. Can the manager not do that?
no.
That's
The person that
that's
is
just
managing the
between
boxer is
them.
the manager. You
The
understand?
that's just between the manager and the promoter. If the
Yes.
promoter wants to take the box,
Mhm.
that's just
You can co-manage.
Yeah.
If you don't have enough funds to fund the boxer, you can co-manage the boxer.
even if
With
you
another
have enough
person.
funds, even if you have enough
You
funds,
understand?
look
Two
at
people can manage the boxer.
even if you have enough funds, you can still co-manage a boxer. You know why?
Have more
Because
experience or something.
because there might be more connections coming from here and there. Because
Mhm.
Eddie Hearn is the one that brought Usyk to Saudi, but Usyk
Mm.
is not. Eddie Hearn is not Usyk's promoter. There was a promoter with Usyk, one Ukraine or Russian guy that was managing Usyk before Eddie Hearn, and he's still with the guy. So
Okay,
just-
so is that like a that's
yeah,
like a co-management
yeah.
kind of
So
stuff?
for the event,
Okay. Talking about this, our light heavyweights here now. What's going on, man? Give us some of your predictions on this. Is it Canelo Crawford fight coming up?
yeah, in September, that's going to be a good fight. It's going to be a good fight. Me, I'm very happy that it's happening for Crawford because Crawford has come a long way. But I'm not going to lie to you. A lot of black fighters have to fight their way up, because Crawford, with the things this guy has done in the sports, this guy deserves a lot of flowers. Undisputed, 2 times undisputed champion. It's not easy.
In like two different ways.
In 2 different sessions.
So this weight is even going up tonight. Is it not like one weight or 2 weights above him normally to go meet? Who's going up in weight?
He just fought last in 154. So he climbed from 147 to 1. He climbed from 135 till 1 to where he is now, and he's fighting in 160 against Canelo. So I just feel like Crawford should be in his air game because Canelo. But to me, who I would say will win. Let the best man win. But to me, no bad prediction, no hard feelings for my guy Crawford, but I'm going with Canelo.
Is it experience or the movement speed or age or
everything? I think everything he knows how to do. We have seen Canelo weather the storm a lot. I'm trying to unless he's gonna do something we have never seen before. Unless he's gonna run around like Skull. But if he stands toe to toe with Canelo with his chin, if Canelo touches him, I'm not joking.
Crawford's chin is not good.
This is not. Crawford is a good boxer,
But his chin is weak.
but it's not that he
can
can take a certain amount of punches. But Canelo is next level. Canelo's power punch. I'm not going to lie to you. Canelo, I'm a boxer. I know. So Canelo's power punch when he fought Bivol, hair was red. You understand? So it's more of just Crawford should just be perfect that night. Any mistake he's getting it. That's what I'm saying because he's at a point he's going to start to box with Canelo because he's someone that is click. He knows how to box from inside. I watched Crawford. I learned from Crawford also, but I just feel like Canelo is going to win. Let's just keep it that way. I don't even see a draw.
Mr. Adesanya, what are you thinking? Who do you think is going to take this on?
The better boxer will win.
The better boxer. And then
For that day.
Specific, who is the better
Yes,
boxer here?
for that day.
are you their friends? You don't want to disappoint any of your friends?
No. They are both good.
Yeah, so but the next one right now we got going on, is it not this Usyk Dubois fight coming up soon? The heavyweight champs.
Yeah. Usyk and Dubois. Just feel like Dubois. I've seen him put under pressure twice. Dubois is a good boxer.
Twice?
Yeah,
Not
twice.
lost once.
To Josh.
Oh yeah.
Josh.
Yeah.
The one you
Okay, and,
blinded one of
yes,
his
yes,
eyes.
you're right.
So,
Or did he really fall, or did he just get punched? Like
he pulled under the
now
pressure.
the guy.
Because you know why? The guy was just going on that eye, jab, and the jab was landing. So Dubois, boxers is not easy to be a boxer who can adjust under pressure. That was the first thing they taught me in amateur. Because you're gonna see guys who you will be who like they will stare into your soul. Like they will be like Mark Tyson, they're like he will stare into your soul, So under that moment, you have to know how to
You strategize.
adjust, switch, but under pressure, the guy quit with Joyce. Under pressure, you still quit with Usyk. But I just feel like Usyk, they are saying the punch, he knocked
The low blow.
Usyk. Yeah. No, that's
Apparent
that's a low blow. That's a low
What's a
blow.
low blow?
That's a low blow. Because why?
No. Wait.
Because
Are you saying it's a low blow?
During the event, I thought it wasn't a low blow. But I've seen Usyk taking body shot that is way heavier than that thing he got hit with. You understand where I'm going? So I know that is a low blow because the punch came from low. I've taken a low blow, so I know how it feels. So I just feel like that's a low blow. But apart from that, but that doesn't mean that there is any
funny,
because you know why? Okay, it's not a low blow. Let's just say, but he still knocked him out. Still stopped the boy. So that logo doesn't.
But you could have stopped the fight before the fight finished. Now
it was given an advantage.
To rest.
Yeah, I mean, like took that decision.
Even the rest, even apart from the resting, it doesn't. If
it was not a low blow, you had won.
In my fight in Ghana, I knocked someone out. They counted 12. Clearly, I was praying.
Very slow.
They counted very slow, and they still reached 20 seconds. And the guy they brought him up, and they did like this, and they still waited. You understand where I'm going?
They still continued the fight.
They still continued the fight, but that didn't mean that the guy was gonna knock me out. I knocked him down again. Yeah. They still. Bro, I was looking at my promoter. I was like,
To be honest, though, Ghanaians right now, I think
I was there.
Some funny
Yeah.
This is confirmed. The GBA, I think there's some consistency with them as well.
When they see in Nigeria,
Nigeria and even with this Ghana guy that died, success, they were saying the contract wasn't too efficient and stuff like that. Even they were trying to attempt to bribe and say lose the fight for our boxer and stuff like that. It's like Ghanaians, you guys.
They came to bully me. They came to
Ghanaians,
with their mouth, talking something in. It's just that I have my guys.
Yeah, you guys have to do better, man. Ghanaians, you guys, don't you think they have to do something like more? Like you can't just leave.
The complaint is too much.
The guy died and it's not proper.
I think it's a national thing to address because if the Nigerian government cannot stand up for their own
government, the MBBFC, the MBF.
So imagine you sending a citizen of Nigeria going to fight in Ghana.
I saw. Let me wash your head. The guy is still in Ghana. He's still in Ghana after 2 months of dying.
Yes, the problem is with the bodies that sanction these fights.
Yeah, there was commissions about them as well, man.
The two commissions. You understand?
The GB and the MBFC.
The issues starts from there.
Yeah, man.
Because when a boxer is not properly released for a fight, to go and fight in another country, you may have issues. Starting from health issues. The boxer has to come with an official medical report.
On the list. They had to,
you understand? Before.
No, he's not talking in general. Because he mentioned earlier about the list, that the list was not, maybe they didn't fill it out. Because,
the way the boxer came, you have to question which medical report did he produce. Is it official? Or the one they just put in one corner and sign and stuff? Do you understand?
So we have issues.
We have issues. There are too many on the line. We need to attend to.
So this thing is happening in Africa.
Before attacking the international body, we need to address our own selves.
We have our own issues. those ones too, they have their issues.
So you see, they
All
cannot,
these
they cannot work
all
against our
these
workers. They cannot work against us if our own body was proper.
Yes, that is
Mr.
what I
Victor,
mean.
when you were bullied, what happened? Did you talk to your promoter? Did you talk to your management?
No, they didn't even come close. They were in the door. They knew I was fighting their favorite guy. And the guy I fought wasn't even the guy I was supposed to fight. My opponent was supposed to come in Zimbabwe because my promoter is very smart. He said, Victor, you're fighting in Igbo. You're fighting in Ghana, and you're not gonna fight a Ghanaian in Ghana. So you don't want all these things they are doing. So they brought someone from
What do you
Zimbabwe.
mean you can't fight a Ghanaian?
I'm not like
Favorite
Ghana,
team and all that stuff.
Ghana, Jollof, Nigeria and Jollof War. I went there and I saw for myself that it was real.
Jollof war.
Like all these, you are a Nigerian, Ghana must go all these things, all these beef.
Does this still happen?
It still happens.
Ghana,
It still
apparently.
happens because a guy knocked someone out and they made it a draw. They made him lose. Idowu
Lose.
Rashid or something like that.
Edu Rashid.
Yeah. So they
Idowu
made
No,
Rashid.
they said it was a technical draw.
Oh,
It was a technical draw.
And that's-
and
that's
he knocked someone out plain.
But
That
they
term.
considered the
That
Yeah.
term is very wrong
Wrong.
in officiating. When you say there is a technical draw, you understand? Maybe there is an accidental injury. You understand? And it's not after round 4.
Mhm.
So if the affected boxer cannot continue, they declare it a technical draw
and
because it's accidental.
and Rev, let's just
You understand?
Mhm.
But if it is after 4th round, you understand, and the affected boxer cannot continue, they will go to the scorecards
Yeah.
of the judges
Yeah.
to judge who is the winner.
Mm.
So now this guy knocked this boxer
Plain.
down.
Plain.
And the boxer was still on ground for
On-
like
on
20
one-
seconds.
on one round.
Ah,
It was around 3 or around 4. I can't remember. But it's
the boxer
below
was
around
still
4.
on the canvas, assisted by
Get
the
up.
corners for like 20 seconds. Is after 8 seconds, you cannot get up, it's over. After 20 seconds, they now manage to patch the kulud. So they have to stretcher the boxer out.
And the
And you
boxer
still came to declare the result as technical draw.
It wasn't supposed.
What kind of
How
thing?
is you just say is a non-contest?
So you mean
It wouldn't be a non-contest.
It's a lose.
It's typical knockout.
No, I mean like they are not. They even did wrong by saying a technical draw
No.
because there's nothing like draw.
was
The-
there,
a
was
knockout-
there any,
yeah.
any
knockout.
national body or West African body to address that?
No, MBBFC addressed it. They rose up to the occasion. And they wrote UBO. I think it's UBO.
Yeah, UBO
title,
title.
yes. They wrote to the
That's one
headquarters.
thing with Ghanaian guys when you're
They
fighting their
protested.
favorite,
You understand?
guy.
So they brought the belt back to Nigeria.
Because the guy I fought was their favorite. I fought their favorite, and I was surprised that because the guy was a late replacement. It was that day of the event because my opponent from Zimbabwe said they couldn't make the fight. I don't know if they blocked the event because they went and looked. When you want to fight someone, you go and look the video and all. They didn't come again because I trained for like months for that guy. The guy didn't push me up, and I told my opponent, "No problem. Who is the next guy?" I even said it on TV after the fight. I told him, "Who is the next guy? Bring him on. I'm ready." When they brought the guy, I knocked this guy out, and I even brought him to my like in the ring is like this. So I lured him to my promoter's side. I knocked him down in front of them because Sasha Opela was there and my promoter was there. So I wanted to do it in front of my promoter. So and I was but I was surprised. 8, 9, 10. The guy was still. They were still dragging him along.
Yeah, that's how it goes, bro. That's how
And
it goes.
the count does not even get to 10. Once a boxer is down on the canvas and you count 8, that boxer cannot get up. Once you say 9 and it's getting up, it's over.
You must stand. You must be up completely.
By 8.
That's
By
very
8
bad.
count.
By 8.
Yes. You must go. Then when we are talking about all these favoritism, it happens in every country. So you that you are going there, your first step is to knock that your
If you're going for
opponent
international
down.
title.
Make sure.
Make it clear.
Yes.
I knocked him out 3 times.
If not,
Was it clear?
if
They
you-
wanted 5. They wanted 4 times. They wanted 2
Clear.
times.
The guy was doing on his leg like this. He was like this.
So that's like
Who's
that's
fighting? Who's the next big fight we've got going on? So we got Usyk, we got the Bar, we got Crawford. What about who's also fighting
Canelo.
soon? Canelo.
I feel Davante Davis is rematching Rush in August.
Yo, they definitely rematch on that fight.
Yeah, sure. Because the other one was very close.
What do you think Tank's gonna take that though?
Eh?
Tank Davis, yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna win, but he needs to fix it. The problem with the fight wasn't Tank. A lot of things goes outside boxing that boxers don't know. You understand where I'm going? Like that the fans doesn't know. He's battling with his team. That's why I feel like because
Imagine.
the structuring wasn't good. Tank wasn't pressuring when he was supposed to start pressure. He was giving the guy much respect because they had fight in amateur. And that's why I don't like as I'm like this.
Okay.
I would say it.
When you spar with someone, when you go fight in a real fight, you start thinking, this guy's punch is strong.
Yeah, I said it in the last podcast. I said I don't fight someone in my weight class. Like I don't fight. If you're in my weight class now, I'm not going to fight you. I'm not even going to spar you. Yeah. I'm not going to spar you because it's like me giving you key.
Yeah.
I rather see you watch you spar, but I'm not. I rather spar someone in cruiserweight, heavyweight, or lower weight. Yeah. But in my weight class, no.
Just so they don't get your.
Yeah, because I've seen a lot of boxers.
So right now, because we've been discussing for a minute, let's try and see how we can round this up a little bit. Now, what's your next fight coming up? Who are you looking to fight next? Let us know what your next,
Yeah, we are going to be fighting in Cotonou. I'm going to be fighting in Cotonou, Benin Republic.
Okay.
For a title event, but I don't want to really
don't drop the leak it yet.
I just want it to come out just like a surprise.
And secondly, who is the person you feel this is your legacy fight right now? Like this is the fight that I know my children, everyone's going to talk about, and this fight you really, really want to happen as a boxer, lightweight boxer.
Bivol.
Do you think you can take Bivol right now?
I know deep down with the kind of team I want to train with and with the strategy I want to go with. I've been watching Bivol a lot. Because as a boxer, even no matter how big I am, I'm still going to learn from you.
Yeah, no.
That's me. So I've been watching Bivol the Soviet style. Bivol can box. Or Bivol has something I feel like I can take him down with.
You can take Bivol?
Yeah. But one thing I feel like just with time, but I feel like I can take Bivol.
Yeah, man, definitely. That's the spirit, man. You have to be a champion.
So, so let me ask you, as the referee that you are, what will be your primary objective and contribution to developing systems that can support boxers, both the strong ones, the upcoming, the amateur? What plan do you have in mind?
See, the activities of ring officials, as we are talking about referees and judges, understand? The primary aim on the ring is to save the life of the boxer. So the activity of a ring official might discourage a boxer or encourage them. So you have to, at all times, you have to be mentally fit and make sure you study every time to understand the rules of the game. If you don't understand the rules of the game, you are in trouble because you put the life of that boxer in trouble. Mm-hmm. So you have to study very well,
make sure
attend
the medical teams are on ground.
Yes, all the rules. You understand? Okay, when you go for a championship, you inspect the ring. You understand? Then even the medical team will make sure that you have a stretcher under the ring. You understand? Under. Then you make sure that you cannot start a championship without the medical team on ground. It's very dangerous. In case you have a boxer that has concussed, that has fainted on the ring. You understand? After doing your own, before the doctor comes in, you immediately turn the person on the left side, cross his leg. But the first thing you do is to remove the
Okay.
mouth guard
Um,
so that it doesn't swallow it.
I'm sorry.
understand?
I just want to
Yeah.
ship you something. Please, there is something I want the board to put in their room, even inside or outside Nigeria, like Nigerian boards. I just feel like they should put this should that every event should have their own ambulance
Yes.
Yeah. That's
before the
that's a
event
lovely
even
idea.
It's
like
one
they
of
should
the-
arrange their ambulance because this
Yes.
thing that happened to success because I fought success is not my wish for success because I was supposed to even fight success for this my next event.
Wow.
I was supposed to fight success. So the team pained me a lot, because we still had an unsettled score. You understand? So, and I was very pained and this guy just went like this and he's a fellow boxer like me and I'm a human being. He's going to touch me, understand? So, so we can die like this. So you understand where I'm going, but it's just normal. So what will my mom see when she, say when she sees something like this? So, but apart from that, so before any event should be sanctioned, the promoter should make sure there is a name ambulance because there might be emergency, something like this successful. If there was ambulance, they could have saved his life. Nobody knows what is happening there. You understand? Because that's concussion. The brain is full.
Yeah.
So because he was landing punches before he fell.
Stretched out. So, anyways, here from Champions Talk. Before we sign out, I've not been to Ghana. I don't know if my grandma took me to Ghana. I don't know. I don't know if you've not been to Ghana, but we can confirm the boxers. Victor's been to Ghana. The referee has been to Ghana. We need to know this jollof rice war that we have going on, and Nigerian Ghana jollof rice stuff going on here. Who's got the best? Don't be. You've not been to Ghana. How do you know?
Yeah,
But you've ordered online before. Nah,
joke to you.
No, bro.
Okay, let's tell us.
Alright, Victor, you have to let us know, man. Did you eat Ghanaian jollof in Ghana?
I tasted it once, but I'm not gonna lie. I love my Ghanaian fans. I love a lot of them.
Stay out.
I agree with you, but it's just only egg that is in there.
Damn.
Yeah, when it comes to like the ingredients, because I know how to cook a lot, So and
Ghanaian's an egg, man.
when it comes to the ingredients and the garnishing and how to put all those things, when to put it, Nigeria is the best. We are way ahead. We are way
You
ahead.
don't put fish, you don't put meat,
Apart from the fish and all those
snails.
things, like when you test me, you'll be like, oh, it has this inside. It has this inside. It has this. But I'm not gonna lie to you, Ghanaian is just only egg that they
Egg
know how
and
to
yolk.
put. Mr. Yao, sorry. But it's just only egg that they know how to put inside there.
I don't.
Now, do you agree?
Yeah,
What happens is that even when I go to Ghana, it's KK and it's
Wanchi.
Banku. I normally eat. I don't eat jollof.
Oh,
I
so
don't. Nigerian jollof is the best.
Because
You
of
do, well, you don't. Why don't you eat it? Why don't you eat it? Because it's not. Why don't you eat it?
No. In Nigeria, I eat Nigerian jollof. So when I get there, kenke and all those things that I used to eat in Nigeria is not the same level as it is in Ghana. So
you
that's
just
what
want to confirm
I go for
originality.
in Ghana. And
Originals.
yes.
Anyways, we love your 1K.
Yeah, 1K.
Your black. Is it black soup?
Black soup.
Black soup and the leaf and fish.
Yes.
Alright, man. Anyways, here from Champions Talk. It was love having you guys around for this beautiful episode with Mr. Victor and a referee. So from Champions Talk, like, share, and subscribe. Thank you very much.